What's going on, guys? Nathan here, welcoming you back for a brand new video. Today I'm just going to do a little quip and my thoughts on the latest episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, Episode 15, titled Self-Control. Now, before I go any further, just to let you guys know, there will be massive spoilers in this video. Please, if you haven't seen it yet, or if you're not even caught up, please get caught up. It is worth your time. Watch the episode and come back and see what I thought about the ending and why I think it may be the best arc of the show. So the episode is just a follow-up to the previous episode about the LMDs. It's revealed in the last scene of episode 14 that 4 LMDs have been detected in the S.H.I.E.L.D. base. Now, based on the ending, it was believed that Coulson, Mace, Mac, and Daisy were the LMDs, and Fitz and Simmons were supposed to go against these 4 LMDs in this episode. Early on in the hour, it was revealed that Fitz was actually the LMD, and Daisy and Simmons were the only ones that weren't. That part itself already blew my mind. No one was expecting that twist. No one was expecting that they would go this route, but again, they tore Fitzsimmons apart. But I love the writing in this episode. There was one part, and I paraphrase, where Daisy said, "From the start, I knew you and Fitz belonged together." And now that's where you know that the writers and the people behind the show know how important these two characters are to the fans and to the story itself. So don't worry about them dying, don't worry about them splitting up. It's not going to happen. They're not going to do that to us. However, somewhere along the way, things are going to happen, things are going to be quite shaky for them, but in the end they will end up together. It's just, along the way, our heartstrings are going to be tugged and our feelings are going to be played with, but you know what, that's what we get for investing our time into such a good show. That being said, about the writing, it was amazing. This episode was written and directed by Jed Whedon, and it was just amazing. The writing was supreme. I was telling my dad about this while we were watching. I was like, "Dad, this does not feel like a standard Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode. It feels more like a movie." And the ending itself encapsulated that moment, that feeling, when we're essentially in a flashpoint of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., a what if of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, if you guys don't know about Flashpoint, it is a DC comic arc that I'm not too familiar with, but I know enough to tell you guys that Flashpoint was where the Flash ran back in time to save his mother and change the course of history, and certain events did not happen the way it did, and it created an alternate reality. That is the gist of it. By entering the framework and rebooting or fixing every single regret that they had, characters that we grew and love and stories that we've come to know did not happen. So in the ending sequence where you see Coulson is actually a teacher, Coulson never joined S.H.I.E.L.D. And by never joining S.H.I.E.L.D., he never met the Avengers, he was never killed by Loki, and S.H.I.E.L.D. did not become the S.H.I.E.L.D. that it was. And through certain course of events, in the Winter Soldier, S.H.I.E.L.D. was not there to fight Hydra, and Hydra essentially took over, and that is why May is in the Triskelion, which is, it blew my mind, but it was the Triskelion that you see in Captain America the Winter Soldier, except now it is the Hydra headquarters and not the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters. And then there's stuff that you just can't wrap your head around, like Simmons is actually dead in the framework. So what was that thing about Simmons saying before going into the framework, that if you die in the framework, you die in real life? So is that tombstone how the framework was programmed, or is Simmons actually dead? And as I said early on in the video, they won't do that to the audience. I'm sure they won't. They will not do that. There's so many questions that need to be answered and so little time. And last but not least, that Grant Ward reveal. Oh, I was not expecting that. When Skye went back into the framework and her long hair was revealed when she woke up in the tub, I was like, oh no, it's not Daisy. This isn't Daisy. This is Skye. This is like season 1 Skye. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is amazing. And then when she gets the texts and it says, "Your boyfriend," and she's like, "Lincoln?" I'm like, no, it's not Lincoln. It's not Lincoln. This isn't Lincoln. And you go, and then she opens the door, and then she walks past the photo frame, and it's Grant Ward. That's writing. That is immense writing. they didn't bring back Grant Ward. Grant Ward is still dead. He died ages ago. Hive died ages ago. But this is the OG Grant Ward. And hopefully, this Ward will be the quarterback that we knew from the first half of Season 1. He is the good guy. He's just a supportive boyfriend for Skye, I'm sorry. And, you know, I'm interested to see how this framework will play out, how the next few episodes will play out. And really, it's great. I look forward to seeing the show continue. There have been fans complaining that Grant Ward is back. I'm like, no, he is not back. He is dead, man. This is just part of the programming. So please do not complain and enjoy the superb writing that goes through this show. And I really hope that it gets picked up for a 5th season because, it is worth it. It is so worth it. And seeing how these next few episodes will essentially bring us more connected to the MCU than we've been in the past 2 years, I'm really excited to what they do. And after the 6-week hiatus, I look forward to maybe reviewing more of the show or maybe reviewing until the end of the season. I don't know. Comment below and let me know. This has been Nathan. Have a nice day.